Hello, I'm Shelly Olson from Helena, Montana. And to all of the women who Sky loves on, I just want to share with you my tips for getting into the National Queen's Court of Sales because I come from a place of experience. You see, I've been with Mary Kay for almost 32 years, and I have finished 29 times in the National Queen's Court of Sales, with the last 10 being in excess of over 50,000 a year. So I'm speaking from a place of experience. I'm sitting in my kitchen. I don't know about all of you, but I hate getting my picture taken and I hate doing videos because I'm so critical of myself. So bear with me. I am trying to look as pretty as I possibly can and not look like a dork like I typically do just in the course of my days. So I want to share with you how I have done this. And we are coming upon the 4 biggest months of the seminar year. So the one thing I think about when I'm doing these 4 months is, first of all, I've got to be powered up. I've got to be healthy the entire 4 months. So what are we doing to make sure that we maintain that? Because come December 31st, then we go into January. Every month for me, my retail cannot be below 3,000 retail, 3,000 retail. Cannot be. I order 1,700 wholesale a month. Typically, I like to do 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. I am not over the top. That's as much as I do. Yes, I could do more, but my mission is to become a national sales director. So selling for me is what's taking me to the women I need to find who need this business and who we need. So it's more about who we need. You know, this is Sky didn't tell me I had to sugarcoat things, just so you know. So this is not sugarcoated. This is straight shooting. And so if you like things sugarcoated, you might want to end this video right now because I don't sugarcoat if you can handle it. And I think that you can. I want you to think about this because I think about this every day. I really, truly do. And my National Sales Director Emeritus, I have the good fortune of living close to her. And she coaches and mentors me. And it's not really called coaching, but it is. She helps me with all of this. And the biggest question to ask yourself every single day, if the future of Mary Kay Inc. depended on me, how long would they last? How good would they be? Would they be America's best-selling brand? Would we be in 40 countries worldwide if Mary Kay Inc. depended on me and my activity level today? So what am I going to do today? Because I'm single, if I don't pay my cancel payment, then nobody else is going to. If I don't have money for groceries, I might be able to beg and plead for my neighbors to give me some food, but that would be ridiculous. So I take care of myself financially. And I'll be honest, I really like a really nice, comfy, cozy, warm, toasty, comfy, cozy lifestyle. I like it. I like to buy what I want when I want. And so I work as though I'm Mary Kay Ash. And sometimes I giggle because you know what? I could never be like Mary Kay. She's way, way, way stronger than I am. And I think she had better boundaries than I did. I have great boundaries now, but she was quite a woman, as we all know. So I want you to ask yourself every day, if Mary Kay and the future of it depended on me and how I'm going to work today, what would I do? So I am obsessed with booking. I'm obsessed with meeting women who might be my next Offspring sales director or Offspring national sales director. So I'm obsessed with that. I've always been obsessed. In 1986, I was obsessed because I knew that if I wanted to make $600 extra a month, which was my goal, once I did it once, that first month, I thought I got to do it again. And so putting $600 a month in my pocket was always the bare minimum in 1986, and it's never gone below that. And in order to do that, we have to sell. And in order to sell, we have to book. And I didn't Warm Chatter book until probably 7 years ago. And I'm kind of glad because it's hard and it's scary and it makes me sweat. But I do it now because I always ask God to place women in my path who I can do business with, and how am I going to ask him and then not follow through if he gives me the people and I don't even give him a card. So I'm getting really good at warm chatter booking. So, okay, we get up in the morning, maybe you have another JOB, and you go to get that JOB done and you finish as quickly as you can because you are so passionate about who you're going to book next. And so booking, we know, is the lifeline of the business. This video is not about booking, but we get nothing if we don't book. And so I was taught back in the day that if you are going to hold an appointment, you better get 2 classes booked off that appointment, or you're going to be out on the street begging people to come and book with you. And a lot of people back then didn't know what Mary Kay was. You'd ask if they wanted a Mary Kay facial, and they said, a Mary Kay what? And you had to explain and educate. And today you don't have to. But I want you to think about that when you are in the midst of these women who are so excited about the product, and they're passionate because they're at this party and they just tried all the stuff and they need it all and they can't afford to get it all. And so you're going to book them to have a party just like the one they were just at because they see how simple it was. When you are on the phone trying to book a party, it sounds like it's hard. But when you're there, it doesn't seem hard. So I sometimes even have to say, you gals, I can't leave here tonight. I'm going to have to put a sleeping bag on the floor if I don't go home with 2 bookings. So who wants to be my next hostess like Mary Ellen did tonight, because she got $100 in free Mary Kay, or she got $70 in free Mary Kay. And so who can do this? We had fun. Don't you guys like me? I mean, you don't even want to introduce me to your friends? What is up? And so sometimes you have to be really fun with it, but you can't leave without 2 bookings. Now, if you do, which I have, then you're going to be reduced to warm chatter booking. But when you warm chatter book, here's what I do. Okay, so I come in, you're working at the grocery store, and I go through your line and I'm checking out all my groceries, and I say, so, are you having a great day? Whatever you do, don't ask them how's their day. Nope. So, are you having a great day? Well, I hadn't really thought about it, but I guess now that you mention it, I kind of am because I get off in an hour. Oh, great. So do you get to go home and be with your family? What are you going to do when you get off? Well, I've got 2 kids, so I get off school at 3:30, and then I'm going to do their homework with them, and they start chatting. Okay, so you're getting to know them. When you become more interested in others, you become more interesting. So at the end of the shopping, you're going to say, oh, by the way, here's my business card. I'm a beauty consultant with Mary Kay, and I would love to treat you to a complimentary facial. It doesn't cost anything. If I get your phone number, I can text you a $15 gift certificate that you get to use at your very first facial. So can I get your phone number? And already I've got my phone open. It's on contacts, and I put in Betty Lou at Albertsons. So the first name, though, becomes Facial Betty. Last name Lou. I think it says location or something. I don't know. There's another line. And I always put in where I met them. And so the very first word is facial. Because then when I go to do my bookings, I just open up my contact info and there's 40 names to facial. And then I start texting, phone calling, getting a hold of them. First of all, of course, sending them the $15 gift certificate. So they get that too. I have made a new one that's $20. And I can't really explain why I give different ones, but just know I send that to them, and then they come and they get to spend their $15 gift certificate. So I do have great luck with warm chatter bookings. They want to come and facial with me, or they want me to come to their home and facial them. And then from there, I've given them a facial. They can't afford everything. And so I say, you know what, Betty Lou, you should do this and get $50 to $100 even more in free Mary Kay products with your friends. I'm looking to meet more friends, and I've really had fun with you, and like people hang together. So I'm sure your friends are really fun, and I would love to teach them exactly what I just taught you. Okay, so I know you want to learn how to be in the National Court of Sales, and this is how you do it, okay? I do embrace all social media. I embrace all forms of everything because I have this brain that just, it's really easy for me to do stuff like that because I think I was supposed to be maybe an accountant or something that didn't have to do with makeup, like maybe a computer programmer, because I'm super good at stuff like that. So I do have all those apps and all those things that you need, and I'm on Facebook and Instagram and all those things. I am. But when people invite me on Facebook to do something, I love it because they don't even know when I don't go, because they invited everybody. So they don't even know if I don't exist in any way, shape, or form. I don't, because I know they don't need me. They invited all those other people who will go. And so I don't invite anybody unless it's by personal invitation in a private message. Hey, we've had so much fun on Facebook. We would have fun getting together for coffee and a facial also. So what do you think? My newest Sapphire Star recruit came from a high school friend who lives in my town. And I said, Melanie, do you want to come for a facial? Yes. She texts me back or messages me back and says, can I bring my new friend Barb? She's married to your other high school friend. I'd never met her. They just moved from Colorado. So she came. She's my new 1800, and we have her very first party on Sunday at 2:00. And they just moved here, so she knows 3 faces, which I was super excited about. Well, guess what? She has 10 confirmed. So 10 confirmed Sunday at 2:00. Okay, so we get the booking, we get to the appointment. How do I open my appointments? Well, because I'm a people pleaser, I'm not so much anymore. I'm a little bit more authentic, but I do love it when people like me. Don't get me wrong. But, oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. I don't even know where I was going with that. Okay, so, I'm so sorry. I kind of have a cold right now, so I'm just going to chalk this up to having cold brain. But okay, so we're doing the party. I open it. Oh, here we go. Okay, I open my classes. Every single class I open. I have huge classes, and I open them by disarming. I have a marketing degree, and I know how to disarm. Okay, disarming is taking down that resistance to someone who's selling. So it's taking down that hand. Don't talk to me about buying anything, because I'm not buying what you have to sell. And I only came because Betty Lou's the hostess and she's my neighbor. And I just came because I am just here and I'm not buying one thing. Okay, you know the one. Okay, they're at every single skincare class somehow. So what I do is I say, okay, I want to welcome everybody. I'm Shelly Olson, independent beauty consultant. I've been building my business for 31 years. And I just want to tell you, I don't think Mary Kay's the end all, have all, be all, that like everybody has to have this. I don't think that. I know that you can get great skincare and great color anywhere. I know it's everywhere. It's in more places. Every day it becomes more, more, more. And so there's tons of places for you to get great skincare, great color. You can get it anywhere and it's convenient. But you know what? You will not get a beauty consultant with your products. You won't get a company with 54 years of proven success and science where they do over 500,000 tests per year to make sure everything is right. And so, no, I can't tell you that Mary Kay's the end all, have all, be all. It is for me. But if you're the type who likes to have that big hodgepodge, that closet filled with all those different products that you can't really use because you got it and didn't work, and maybe it'll work in a year or so. If you are a trend buyer and shopping for cosmetics and skincare is like your passion, then I'm probably not for you. But if you are sick and tired of standing in a cosmetic aisle reading the backs of boxes for 3 hours, of bringing home 5 moisturizers before you get one that's mediocre, of bringing home 5 mascaras before you find one that kind of doesn't clump and it's kind of okay because you're really sick of going back every 10 days to get a new one, then you might like what I have to say tonight. The good thing about Mary Kay is you get to try before you buy. You're never stuck with anything. If you get home and you change your mind, you don't like it, return it. We have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. The other thing you will love is I keep a file of everything you love and everything you use and everything you don't like. And I deliver to your home or your office. And I also have a website where you can even do a virtual makeover. And once you decide if there's something that you love, you simply hit your order, you fill your order, you put it together, and you hit enter, and magically I appear. And so that's how I open. And then, ladies, honestly, I completely follow the flip chart. The reason I do that is because I know there's going to be someone there who wants to join my team. And if she joins my team, she's going to think she can't do what I do because it's too hard. She could never memorize it. Like I just flung that out of my mouth, but it's written. That disarmament is written in my starter kit. My consultants all use it, and it's typed and written right in there because I don't want to memorize everything, and I don't want to look like I'm perfect, because the minute I look like I'm perfect, then they will think they can't do this because they're going to have to memorize everything. So once I get through the flip chart, then of course I do the table closing, the group closing, and I romance the heck out of the roll up. Like I hold it up and I unroll it and I pull the pockets off and tell them that they're see-through and that they can put their skincare in one, throw it in their pocket or throw it in the gym bag and put it back on when they come home. And then take the one with the glamour on it or glamour in it and put it on the seat next to them as they're driving, because I know they put their makeup on the way to work. And then they can put it back together. And then I roll it up really neat and tidy. And I say, my favorite place to keep this is under my cabinet, because I don't want anyone to know what it takes for me to look this good. And then I do my individual closing. And depending, my individual closing might be kneeling down next to each guest if I can't get away from the table, or doing an individual closing away from the table. And so that is really my key to success, the skincare class. And then from there, once I hold the skincare class, I make the sales with the class. They get a thank you note in the mail from me with a $10 gift card from pinkprinting.com. So they get a $10 gift card that they can use at their checkup facial. And they get that, but I've already booked their checkup facial right at the skincare class because I don't want to lose them and have to find them again to get it booked. So it's booked right there. If it's like today is Wednesday, it's 1:20 in Montana right now. For 1:20, I'd say, okay, so Mary Beth, since it's 1:20 on Wednesday, how does 2 weeks from today on a Wednesday at 1:20, how does that look to you for doing our checkup facial? And I get that on my calendar. And then, of course, I send them a reminder. I try to get them to book it as a skincare class and share it with their lovely friends who I've never met. And then from there, of course, I have products that wash down the drain every night. I have reorders every single day. I have a treasure box on my front porch that they can pick up the product out of and leave a check in. That's what they do often. So I have tons of reorders, and I get gift orders. My holiday gift orders, my holiday open house is as a result of all of the clients I've gotten in that year, plus my clients who want to come. And it's the phone calls, it's the touching base with them. It's, hey, I'm going to be in your neighborhood, wondering if you need anything. I'd be happy to drop it by. It's all of those special touches, and women want you to call them. They want you to talk to them. And you can say, I'm going to be in your neighborhood delivering. Is there anything I can bring you? Or, you popped into my mind this morning and I thought I would call and check on you and see if there's anything you need to keep you gorgeous. It's always, is there anything you need to keep you beautiful? Is there anything I can bring you to keep you beautiful? Did you find anything in the lookbook that will keep you gorgeous? And from there, you're going to get referrals. You're going to be taking care of their daughters and then their granddaughters, and then they bring their sisters and their moms. Get yourself back around the kitchen table. Limit your time on social media. I have my notifications turned off, ladies, because you know what? I believe that the cell phone is a shock collar for humans. And I have to say that to myself because I love people. I can get on Facebook and study people for 3 hours. That's what I did at first. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this person. I haven't seen this person in years. Look what they had for lunch today. And I get so excited. No. Because you know what? What would the future of Mary Kay be if I spent all my time on Facebook? It would be awful. So I encourage you to take back your life, get some stress out of it, by limiting your time on social media, limiting your time on your cell phone. Be present with the people who love you. Don't look every time your cell phone beeps or buzzes or goes off. I love nothing more, like I feel like I'm totally in control when my cell phone is on another floor in my castle and I can hear it going off and I'm like, I'm not addicted to you. I'm not going to run and look and see who it is. I'm not doing it. because I'm going to stay present to the moment. And people are everything in our business, and they want the connection of the face to face. They really do. I know people say they're busy. It's I don't know. I don't know why they say that, but I think it's just a popular thing to say. But okay, so you know what? I can't end this without talking about walking across the stage that first time. Now, I want you to know my gown that I wore to on the National Queen's Court of Sales that first year, because I put all my money into inventory. I didn't have any money at 20 bucks. And my friend was a seamstress, and I said, "Do you think you could make me a sheath dress? We could find fabric and we could keep it at 20 bucks." And so we did. We got some black fabric, and we made this gown. Of course, I was, 31 years younger, and it was just came straight across, and it had straps, little teeny skinny straps. I sewed pink sequins on myself, and then I sewed I'm not kidding when I say this. I do have a picture of it. It was a lightning bolt of pink sequins because I didn't want to curve them. I didn't know how to curve and sew in a curve, but I could sew because I took home ec, and so I sewed on a lightning bolt, and I sewed some sequins on my purse and on my shoes, and that's what I wore across the stage. Did not matter. Did not matter. I was petrified. But you know what? Getting that first diamond ring, I'd never had a diamond ring in my life, and getting that and knowing that people really believed that this could work because I came from managing a mall and now I'm going to run a Mary Kay business, and came from not wearing makeup and now I'm going to work in a cosmetic company. And, I needed to prove it to my family. I needed to prove it to the people, the friends that were around me, to all the mall store owners who I left behind. I needed to prove it. And going across that stage was my big win. That was my proof. And so I got that diamond ring. I was petrified. I was so nervous. I thought I would die. But then when you're on that stage and you know that you did it, that inside feeling, ladies, it's that inside feeling. Get all the wins you can. I don't care if you don't like the prize. It doesn't matter if it's a little warm fuzzy on the end of a pencil. It really doesn't. Get all the wins you can when you win all the prizes, when you win the bracelets, when you win everything. You will make more money than you know what to do with, truly. So I hope I've helped you in some way. I don't even know how much time I spent. I'm not even going to look at this before I send it. I probably look like a complete dork, but I want you to be blessed with my words and with my experience, and go out and make the National Queen's Court of Sales happen, because I know that you can, and you have it in you, and you have a reason and a why, and you want that ring. So go get them, and thank you for listening.